Wacken Braueri Surtr smoked porter.
And remember, life is too short to be drinking shitty beer.
Welcome to another edition of Bands, Bikes and Booze Reviews. Got another one here from the Wacken Braueri from Germany. And continuing the Nordic theme, they have got this stuff, the Surtr smoked porter. Now this is quite a well-renowned one. It's won World Beer Awards. It's got a gold in the World Beer Awards, I should say. And it looks quite good. It's from the Wacken Braueri. They're based in Wacken, in a place called Schleswig-Holstein. If the name Wacken sounds familiar, it'll be because of the heavy metal festival that's held there yearly, apart from this year, of course, because COVID put the fucking kibosh on that. But it's held there every year. It is the biggest heavy metal festival in Germany, possibly the world. And the Wacken Braueri supply the beer for it. Now, they're quite new. They've been going since 2016, so only 4 years. I've tried some of their stuff before. You probably see the videos. I'm not sure which order they're going to go up into on the channel, but I did try the lagers. They do two lagers. They do a Helles and they do a Pilsner, both really good. I had a little bit of a problem with one of the Helleses, that it's tasted absolutely disgusting. I don't know what was going on with it, but that was just an anomaly. I checked another one because I bought quite a few of them, and the other one was fine, and it turned out to be a really nice one. So, you know, hats off to them for that. But this is they do three porter. Well, sorry, I'm telling a lie. They do three stouts. They do a smoked porter. They do a giant stout, and they do a dry stout. Not sure. This is the first one of the three that I'm going to try. If you're wondering why I'm holding on to it for dear life, it's a bit cold. It's just come out of the fridge, so I'm trying to warm it up a little bit. It looks quite good, and I do love the theme on this. This is the Surtr. Now he is was in Nordic mythology. He was one of the giants. Horrible bastard. He's into fire, damnation, that sort of thing. And at Ragnarok, he was fighting the gods. So yeah, they're continuing that Nordic theme. But would you believe they have patented the name of all these Norse gods so other people can't use them? I think the Kraken's just turned up. She's finished work, so that's why Soppy Bollocks is barking. Yeah, but not so far so good on these. So let's investigate this beer. Right, I've let this warm up slightly. I think it was a little bit too cold to open up and get the full flavours of them. 330ml bottle, 6.2%. No brew sheet on the website. I don't know what hops they've put in here. It's all in German. It's probably just explaining who Surtr was. They don't really give much info on their beer, unfortunately, which is unusual for a craft brewer. But I'm not moaning, and that's all there is. Yeah, there's the cap. If you've not seen it in the other videos, thank you autofocus for doing what you're supposed to fucking do. There's the label, depiction of Surtr. Quite a popular figure. The Pagans, Pagans MC, 1%er outlaw motorcycle club in the United States. They use a depiction of Surtr as their back patch, and I don't know how the Wacken Braueri are going to get on patenting the name of Surtr with them, because I don't think they're into negotiations and legalities of copyright infringements, etc, etc. Anyway, enough about that. Let's open this up. Right. Yeah, that is sorry, a little bit warmer than it was. So hopefully I'll be getting all of the flavours, yeah. It's a porter, so it's going to be, well, it's quite strong. It's a 6.2% porter. Now, what are we getting on the nose? Oh, yeah. Sweet dark fruit. Toffee malt. Very strong toffee malt. And that's about it. The dark fruit is very, very prominent on this. It's like licorice and damson. Now they say these are all unfiltered and unpasteurised. So I've just poured everything in there. I do like the bottle and the artwork, as I said. You know, most of my tattoos are Nordic inspired, so I'll be keeping that and hopefully collecting every bottle in the series. My missus, of course, will be going Garrity, saying I've got enough junk in this house, but you won't believe the fucking junk that she's got. This does smell nice. So, without further ado, let's get this down my Gregory. Prost, or zum Wohl, as they say in Germany. Very nice indeed. A lot of caramel and a lot of toffee notes on there. Quite sweet. There's dark fruit there as well, like raisins, dates, berries, dark forest fruit, that type of thing on there. But it is quite sweet. You don't get that harsh, I call it chocolate ashtray, dark chocolate ashtray, that you normally get in a porter, especially British porters. You know, when you've got that intense bitterness. Not on this at all. This is all rounded off nicely, goes down quite well. Mouthfeel is really good too. Very smooth. And yeah, the sweetness on this from the malt does stand out a hell of a lot. And I don't know what way they've roasted these malts, but the sweetness is still there. Now, I'm hoping, well, I'm assuming that everything they've put into this conforms to the Reinheitsgebot. That is still is law in Germany, but some companies have been known to flout that. But this is not too bad. I quite like this. Yeah, and it does taste craft brewed. A lot of flavour in this. Very nicely rounded off. No harsh bitterness in here at all. And I have to say, this is going down very nicely. And I'm glad I've let this warm up slightly. I think it was a little bit too cold when it came out of the fridge, and I don't think I would have got the flavours. But I'm getting them all now. And there, again, there is absolutely no complaints for me on this whatsoever. Now, of course, German brewers, you know, they can do Helleses, they can do wheat beers, they can do Marsens, etc. all day long. But to brew a stout this good, I am very impressed. And conforming to the Reinheitsgebot as well, because, as I say, I don't think they've put lactose in there. I don't think they put additives into this like you would get over here. Yeah, I've just checked online, and yeah, the only ingredients are all the stuff you'd get in the Reinheitsgebot: water, malted barley, hops and yeast. And I have to say, they've done a really good job on this. Very rounded, very balanced. No bitterness at all. Sweet. Now they do say, I don't normally do this unless it's presented to me on the website, but they do say there's coffee aromas in this. I'm not getting them, not really. I'm getting the dark, sweet dark fruit. I'm getting toffee malt, getting a touch of caramel malt, but no dark, you know, black coffee, that sort of thing, as you would normally get in a British porter. And you know, the fact they've done this conforming to the Reinheitsgebot, I think that is a sterling effort. Very impressed. So what's the verdict on Wacken Braueri Surtr smoked porter? Very impressed indeed. I like the fact that they've only used the 4 Reinheitsgebot ingredients and they've come up with a really good smoked porter. It's, you know, it's the sort of thing that a lot of craft brewers over here would be using, and they would be throwing oatmeal in there, they would be throwing lactose, they'd be throwing all sorts in there, whereas they haven't done it here and they've come up with an absolute winner. That is very impressive. I can see how it's won a gold award in Germany, because the flavours really are well balanced, rounded, and overall very nice indeed. And I have to say, that is one of my favourite porters. Very impressed with it. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because it's that good. And the more I drink, the more I like this. And I know I keep going over the point, but they've done it just using 4 ingredients, and that makes it even better. And you know, the mouthfeel is really nice. It goes down very nicely indeed. Very smooth, very balanced, sweet. I don't know how many I could drink of these because, you know, porter, sessioning porter is a bit difficult unless it's Guinness, of course. Well, you can call that stout or an extra stout, whatever. But yeah, this, I think, you know, 4 or 5 pints and that'd be my limit. I just couldn't keep drinking this all night. But it's very nice indeed. The flavours are just there, prominent. And yeah, altogether a really, really good effort. 10 out of 10. Well done, Wacken Braueri. You're impressing me. And remember, beer is working class champagne.